Snoib, yea, langsa,
Well, it's going well for him.
I saw that you were perfect, and so I loved you. But now I realize it was all just smoke and mirrors.
Hello and welcome to yet another round of mediocrity in the Barbie Legacy Challenge in Sims 4. And I've got to tell you guys, I was trying to play on my own, getting us to a point that was, maybe a little more interesting, a little more going on, starting to focus on B rather than Barbie, and I have, I guess, completely destroyed their lives. I don't know, it's all just going to heck around here. So, first of all, we'll start with Ken. Ken has developed allergies and is miserable basically constantly. As it says here, everything does not seem to be going Ken's way at all lately. It has just been bad news after bad news. People keep saying, you never know until you try, but never talk about how it feels after trying something new and it not working out. Ken can't take another disappointment. It's terrifying and too painful to try again. And you might be thinking, wait, what are you talking about, Ken? Well, Ken got fired. That might have been my fault. I had him take the controversial teaching method thing, and he earned a whole whopping 9 simoleons that day. So that was great. Just wonderful. Barbie, I mean, all things considered, she's actually doing pretty well, other than the fact that we have not been able to work on her actual, you know, goals here or anything. But in other news, Barbie's mom has now finally reached her elder years, and yeah, that's probably hitting Barbie a little hard. And Barbie's kind of staring down the barrel here at her adult years too. So yeah, a little complicated. All right, so taking a look over at B, things are going okay. Like, we can't really complain. She did manage to complete another level of her second aspiration, I believe it is, second or third at this point, who knows. I'm just lost. I have not been able to find a lot of time for Barbie to practice piano so that she can train, or mentor, I should say, her daughter, but B herself is actually doing quite well. She's already reached level 3 of piano skills with no one else intervening at all, because B is just amazing. I don't know, she's just one of those little powerhouse type of kids. And then there's Xander. You might notice that Xander looks just a wee bit different than the last time you saw him. Yeah, we kind of forgot Xander's birthday and he aged up, and I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy focused on making some food and stuff for Barbie to sell, and giving the house a bit of a makeover. And yeah, I've spent all of their money about 3-4 times in the last like 2 days of in-game play, because, well, first of all, we kind of added some curtains and some fancy new paintings to the bedroom, and then I was like, well, the bedroom looks so nice, I should really do something in the living room. So we added a fireplace and one of those really cool TVs, and I changed up the curtains because I just thought, we need different curtains. So there was that, and then, just kept spending money, and then of course Xander did age up, so then I had to kind of redo his room, but I ran out of money again. He does want to be a gamer. He's kind of interested in that, but he's also a chore master. He likes to clean and help out around the house, and that's kind of like one of his big goals in life, is to be super helpful. But he also kind of rolled the gamer trait, introvert and considerate. That's kind of what made me think, of all the aspirations, he'd probably have fun with the chore master one, because for starters, I can't think of many other reasons I would actually use this particular one, but also, it's kind of fun to have a kid who likes to help out around the house now and then. And so I guess, depending on your take on things, that might be yet another way I've ruined one of my Sims' lives, because I'm forcing this kid to clean all the time. And then there's Erin. Her birthday is coming up soon, and at the rate things are going and the way I keep spending money, we may not actually have money to throw her a birthday party either. I'm hoping I can at least remember to have Barbie make a cake when she's done doing what she's doing here. Actually, I can grab this plate over here and go ahead and recycle it. Now that means that's one less thing that Xander here, who wants to clean up plates, is going to be able to do. But, we need the money too. So just, he's going to have to get over it. But, again, ruining his life. And yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. Like, I'm trying to recall. We don't have anything that should be affecting her communication skill, yet we really, really, really are struggling with her. I have her talking to everyone who enters this lot if she can get to them in time. Her grandmother, her mom, her dad, her siblings, her dog, her cat, who, yeah, speaking of another way, is Shiloh is apparently run off or something. I don't know. He's fine. He's cool with it. Nobody on the house actually cares because there's no traits indicating that they're upset that Shiloh's gone, but Shiloh's just gone, whatever. And Rose just sleeps all day, probably so that she doesn't have to be seen in public with those pink toenails, but it is what it is. So they are living their life, and now we need to figure out what we're gonna do with poor Ken. I don't know. Ken has been living the actual, like, Barbie life, because Barbie always had all these different jobs, like, was always just going from, she was Dr. Barbie and, conservationist Barbie. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything right now and my brain can't. But Ken has been the one doing that this time. And so I want to kind of take a look. I'm almost feeling like, he's been getting into his music a bit more, playing his guitar. He's got himself up to a level 4. Maybe we should do a little something with that. Maybe that's where his passion really lies, is in music. Now that he's finally getting a chance to actually do it, and you can actually see he has a trait here too, rockin' riffs, from the pulse-pounding melodies leaping off the strings rocked. So he is loving the guitar music. Oh, he got a compliment. Maybe he got a compliment about how good his songs were, or his playing. It could be. I have no idea who gave him a compliment because I didn't do it. But let's see if we can find a job that he can do where we might be able to make a looking for work post. I forgot I had this mod in here. I can't even remember which mod it is, but maybe we'll just put the feelers out there. Now, as far as I know, okay, an eye for detail and a knack for the paintbrush could mean that a painter. No, I am thinking creative, but I'm thinking a little more in the range of, music. Okay, so I could put him into like a part-time job that he could be doing in between, like, little private gigs. That's one option. I didn't think... I wish there was a freelance music type thing. My big dream is that sometime in the very, very near future, there will be like a band game pack or something, and, they can join bands. I don't think it's going to happen in the time that Ken is alive and well, but we can dream. And the other options are to kind of drop into one of these, like, simfluencer type careers, but I don't feel like that fits the vibe of our, like, first generation here. We do have, like, the recruitment services so that we can potentially find, like, I have a couple of different options basically for part-time positions. I'm thinking I'm going to do this, but then we'll do a bit of, like, busking and that sort of thing where we'll go around, play our guitar, hope for some tips. It's a good thing that Barbie is actually really just kind of pulling in the money with her baking, that she learned so much from her mom and the food sales side of things. And I'm pretty sure her mom is like 50% of her customer base, but you know, still, she brings in about 1,000 simoleons every day or two just from selling her, various food wares. So she's obviously doing something right. Okay, so I remembered that we actually live very near to the pier. So what I've decided to do is just kind of bring him over here and have him just start playing. It might help if he faced out that way, but you do you, Ken, Let's kind of queue up a bunch and hope that we start seeing some actual people showing up, because this pier is just a ghost town. Don't know if this is pretty normal, but yeah. Okay. Checking in on Barbie. She made quite a bit of money. Actually, her needs are great, so I'm going to go ahead and have her just go ahead and start right up again. And are you already tending? Okay, then we'll put that over here, so then we can have Xander come on over and clean up that plate and clean up that plate. He's probably just going to grab them both automatically, but maybe it'll count as 2. Well, first we have to let him finish playing with the marbles. This is, right here, literally the first time I've used the marbles since I got growing together. I don't know why I haven't used it. I always thought marbles was kind of cool and fun, and I thought it was a great addition to the game. I just never played it. Oh, I actually just realized he has 5,000 satisfaction points. Let's see what we can do with his. Okay, I'm thinking he's definitely gonna be the type that would be a teacher's pet. And I'm thinking because he's an introvert, he'd be pretty comfortable being independent. And I think, just for fun, I'm gonna make him a speed reader.
Well, it's
going well for him. He's still dealing with the burns that he got. Yeah, being struck by lightning. He's just, Ken's having a rough life. I don't know, it's just not going the greatest for him. Like I said, it's a good thing Barbie's good at what she's doing. That's probably not good. We'll have Ken repair that when he gets up. Meanwhile, everyone else is going to have something to eat. Oh no, Xander's got a loose tooth. Let's see, can we whittle it? No, but we can throw a tantrum. Tell Aaron a goofy story. Hug lovingly. She's looking at me like, yeah, oh, call Aaron a toilet sniffer. That's gross. She's so enthralled by her big brother. Hey, we got Xander to social level 3. Oh no. No, it's not gonna be difficult. You're just in a bad mood because your tooth hurts. Offer comforting advice as only a toddler could. And blow him a kiss. This is a tantrum. Alright, I think we're gonna have to have Mom take you to the dentist, because I think that mouth pain might be a little more than just a loose tooth, especially since we're not finding that option. Alright, so it looks like the dentist didn't see anything, so just some pain. But they will give him a little something to help with the pain for now. Hey, and it turns out Ken is actually enjoying the handiness skill. I think you know, maybe he enjoys working with his hands. I think Ken doesn't really know what he wants to do with his life yet. Well, they finally got all the kids to bed, so Ken and Barbie figured they'd spend a little time together before the night ends, and we'll catch up with them in the morning. Okay, so the kids are away at camp. They sent little Aaron off to stay with Grandma for the day. We'll ignore the fact that Grandma just walked onto the lot and is clearly neglecting the child we left her with. And then, yeah, so one of them is selling their wares, the other one is playing, and both are hoping to make a lot of money today. I don't know how well it's going to work out for Ken, but, you know, at least he tries. Wait, there was a 60 in there. That might have been for him. I didn't see anyone get close enough, really, for that to be the case, and I think he would have only gotten 50, I think? At least he's providing some, you know, musical background for the sales. It's a much more pleasant experience for those who are paying for all the food, which has nearly doubled our income here, so we can't complain too much. There we go, we made 2,379 simoleons in one moment of sales. That's amazing. And her needs, I don't know what it is, her needs just do not go down when she is selling. I don't know if she's just that into it that she's, I mean, they're showing it's going down, but it really doesn't go down that much. And she's so into it. She just, meanwhile, his bladder's failing, his hunger is dropping, and, you know, he keeps playing, but still not near as nice as Barbie's has been. Alright, Erin is back. We're gonna run her over here. I mean, Grandma could have dropped her off over here, seeing as she was here herself. Alright, we're gonna run over here. Come on. Can we talk to anyone? Talk to you. Talk to you. Let's just talk to everyone. Let's try to get that communication skill. Come on, we can do it. See, we're just drawing them over here for Dad, you know? Maybe they'll give some money to Dad this way. And she's picking up some language skills as she works around. And they're all charmed by this little thing. Look at that. Look at all the languages she's learning a bit of. Oh, they're all surrounding her. She's like, yeah, I am the center of attention. Always.
Hippotal Felinus. Awavine. Floopy. Balaboy Canis. Awavine. Gelbador.
I kind of love the way they all gathered around her. That's pretty funny. I'm just gonna kind of work through them, making different little... Ask why. Okay. Our imagination needs a little bit of work too. I'm actually surprised by that because we normally don't have much issue getting imagination up either.
Whoa.
Demand favoritism. Meanwhile, Mom's over here like, excuse me? I still have some olive and herb stuffed pork over here. Come and get it. Hey, and Barbie has gained stardom. Her Barbie's Bites is really becoming quite popular. I think Ken could only hope for the level of awesome that Barbie is. Alright, so Erin has aged up. She is a health nut, hyper, and a hairstyle hobbyist, so she likes to experiment with her hair. We might play with that a little bit over time. And she has autism spectrum disorder. Alright, so let's see, what would she focus on? We have our brother focusing on video games, and her sister is kind of focused on, you know, books and learning and education. Let's see. I think maybe she'll show a shared interest in cooking. Now we do so much with cooking. let's do photography. All right, and there's Erin. We're starting her out with kind of a basic hairstyle to start. Her natural hair color, and throughout time she might experiment a little bit with different hairstyles or colors depending on what mom will let her get away with. All right, and to finish it up, we did do a little bit of an update to the girls' room because they now have 2 twin size or single size beds. And while I was at it, I decided to do a little bit more to the house. So we'll kind of first take a look at the girls' room. As you can see, they now each have a bed, and I put in some cute new curtains and just kind of rearranged the other things that were here. And I went ahead and bought a cute camera for Erin because if she's going to have an interest in photography, we're going to support that. And then heading on downstairs, I thought, you know what? Mom and Dad, they work hard, especially Barbie. Ken, I think he works hard. He just isn't working hard at the things that he wants. So yeah, we'll find Ken's niche one of these days. But I thought that they could use a nicer space. So we've kind of expanded their room, kind of pulled it out on the side a bit. We moved the bed over this way, and I bought some additional paintings and kind of created a layout there. New nightstands that I thought better went with the bed that they have, and a vanity. You know, Barbie is Barbie. I kind of see her as the type that would have a vanity. And I moved the bed, which I don't even know if I ever really showed off the bed, but moved it over here to the corner next to the new doors that head out into the backyard. Now, this is kind of the kid space back here, but, you know, at least they have their own private exit. Eventually, I think this will become more of a mom and dad space, but for now, it's most definitely a kid space. So as you can see, looking here, we just kind of dragged out that part of the house and made a little bit of an addition. Nothing crazy, but we did spend down to our last 6 simoleons, so there is that. But everyone should be happy. Everyone's got everything that they need, and we get to end today's episode on a positive note, far more positive than it began. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider taking a moment to paw that like button and subscribe for more mediocre content like this. And in case anyone hasn't told you yet today, I want to make sure that you know you are perfect just the way you are.
I saw that you were perfect, and so I loved you. But now I realize it was all just smoke and mirrors. I was blinded by the lights, caught up in a fantasy. I saw that you were perfect, but you're not what you seem.